To name a person from A to Z who was murdered by police brutality / racism. So at this time, I just want everybody to just put your peace signs up in the air for everybody we lost to the injustice. And I'm gonna just try to get through this song because honestly, it broke my heart that I was able to write this song, but I wanted to tribute everybody who we lost. Let's go. I'm gonna start from A and I'm gonna work my way through it. One more time, y'all. Put your peace signs up. Come on. Hey, Amadou Diallo was shot 19 times. The police fired 41 shots combined. Mistaken identity, they had to admit it. When they went to trial, all 4 officers got acquitted. Ahmaud Arbery, his skin made him a target. 2 racist white men shot him while he was jogging. Betty Jones was inside of a house the day after Christmas when shots rang out. A bullet traveled inside of a home and slaughtered her. No charges were filed against the officer. Cornelius Brown, cops chose to kill. They shot him 7 times. He was mentally ill. Dominic Fuller was murdered. It gets stranger. They say he had a gun. All he had was a stapler. Eric Garner, he was a father, but now a martyr, ain't deserved to be slaughtered. His last words, I can't breathe, moment of silence. The officer who killed him didn't even get indicted. Emmett Till, 14 years old, they claim he flirted with a white woman. How cold? They took off his clothes, called him a nigger, lynched him and threw him in the Tallahassee River. Freddie Gray had his spinal cord 7, killed in a police van after arrested. 6 officers got charged, this is ridiculous. 2 years, 4 trials, no convictions. George Floyd, 3 officers nailed on him, he told him he couldn't breathe. They didn't care for him. The country rioted everywhere for him. Fuck those cops, I have no fear for him. Hector Mowan, he was unarmed. The cop shot him dead, he cried for his mom. India Kaga, Navy vet. The passenger in a vehicle was a suspect. Her baby in the back seat, the cops started shooting. The officers were cleared of criminal wrongdoing. Jamal Clark, restraint wasn't enough. They shot him in his head while he was in handcuffs. Cal Coppin was mentally ill, but they say he had a gun, all he had was a hairbrush. The cops shot him, a king with the coroner. No charges were filed against the officer. Laquan McDonald was jaywalking. They shot him to the ground, murdered without a warning. Alleged that he pulled a knife and tried to rush him. The video proved they lied. How disgusting. Mike Brown, the suburbs of Ferguson, allegedly a cop drove by. He had words with him. The cop shot him. Nothing wrong. Why did they have to kill him? The man was unarmed. Nathaniel Pickett, rest heavenly. He was brutally murdered by a sheriff deputy. Oscar Grant, the world knows his name. He was traveling, the cops grabbed him off the train, placed him on his knees, laid him on his chest, then shot him in his back. May he peacefully rest. Philando Castile traffic stop. He was legally strapped, he informed the cop. The officer got nervous, a murder was committed. Charged with racism, but he got acquitted. LeGrand called the cops 3 different times before he got shot. Allegedly, they say he charged at him with a bat. But since he made the call, it's hard to believe that. Rodney King, they beat him with billy clubs. They blame us, but the cops are really thugs. The murder was not guilty. How shifty, that sparked the biggest riot scene since the 60s. Sandra Bland, traffic stop. The racial profiling of us has to stop. 3 days later, she was hanging in a cell. They ruled it a suicide, the truth shall prevail. Terrence Franklin was cornered in the basement. He tried to surrender, got executed by hatred. The U stands for the unknown, who died by racism, their faces weren't shown. Victor LaRussa, they thought he had one, but after they killed him, they never found the gun. Walter Scott, the world loves you. The cop said he feared for his life in the scuffle. The video proved he lied, revealed facts. He ran for his life, 8 shots in his back. Xavier Roby was riding his bike. Point blank range, they shot him and took his life. Yusuf Hawkins was shot down in 1989 by some racist clowns. The Mill Crawford was chased to his death. rammed into a wall, he took his last breath. Zimmerman, I know you think you got away with it, but everyone has karma, yours gonna be my favorite. Peace and love, y'all. Put your peace signs up for everybody we lost to police brutality, y'all. One time. Peace, y'all. I'm going.